we have built
Fixerbot
this.
says. Ads are starting.
I don't trust that one. I'm testing the streamer bot alert, but I don't think it works. Oh, so this is how it's supposed to look when it's complete. And I think we got kind of far. We've done all this. And this is where we're at. What I did with this part over here is that I was just thinking about the direction in one way, but it's actually not symmetrical in the other direction, and I flipped it. So that's why I was thinking, do I have to cut in the plastic? And I started, and then after closing stream, or before starting this time when I was getting everything ready, I was like, but seriously, why didn't I think of this? You can flip it both directions, of course, so it would just upside down. So yeah, this is where we're at. Let's move back to the disk cam. So this part, and with Arduino, and one of the motors under here, and then we have this part and this part, and I checked ahead a bit and noticed that these are the next parts to use. So now this is supposed to actually fit, as it didn't do last time. So if I just maybe I should add the microscope. Maybe the cameras will die when I do this, but I'll want to have it. So just in power. And bringing it here. Here's the microscope. Let's remove this for a second. Am I blind? What is scene 2? Oh, that was the one I made for that. So this is what the microscope looks like. It's a very tiny, easy to use thing. So let's just pull it off. Now I'm connecting the USB and we'll see what happens. It has power, as you can see from the light. Because some things, yeah. So what happens, and what I really should add to some kind of to-do list, is when this happens, my main camera kinda needs to be deactivated and activated. I could have a button for that, doing it in 1 second.
Sec guy says. Cam change / Oh lol.
Yeah, so I'm just clicking my camera here in OBS, deactivating and activating, and hopefully it'll start working again. So, well, that's Sony's program for cameras. Let's see if it pops up. Anyway, I think also it's the same thing with Arian, that unfortunately, let's see here. I can see an Arian program. It's connected and everything works nice. This is a typical thing. I should have buttons for these. Maybe OBS has some problems. Oh, now you can see, right? Both cameras. I'm thinking, how much of this is an OBS problem? It's looking like 100%. Anyway, we have everything back. I'm just going to go back to the scene, and so I can activate this. So anyway, these parts, and I just removed this to be able to show you the microscope better. So now the microscope should work too. We'll see. Nothing here. It's all empty. Just empty space. I'll check that one too. Let's go back to this one and I'll do a quick studio mode error. I should have set up the microscope, but the problem was this. It usually doesn't take that long and the battery runs out because it doesn't charge as fast as its use battery, at least not with the old app I used. So welcome in T Sekai, or Sekai was right. I think yours asked you and you said Sekai. So I'm just going to go to microscope and do a deactivate activate, and there I have an image. So
Sekai. Smile, smile.
I should have quick images, quick deactivate activate. I have to add that before next stream, so that I can just, that would have been like 1 second to click 3 buttons, right? If I had it already. So the good thing I noticed when I bought this microscope, I thought it was like, yeah, you know, real close, just for that use. But I realized if I put it on an arm like this, I can pull it up quite high and get a much bigger image, though it's not the same quality, of course. And also I've been rotating it now, so it's kind of moving itself. It's manual focus though, but oh, and the flickering, that's my light, normal light. There. Just my normal, I didn't turn it off. So, let's do this. If there's something we need to see that's tinier, I think that this will be too big to do this, so let's just connect these now. This is what didn't fit last time. Something like this, maybe? Or what is on this one? Oh, it's both like that. So if let's see here, if I put these in there and then I'll kind of fold it over here, we should fit these there, and now it actually fits. That's nice. Just manual focus this a bit differently there somewhere. So now we need these parts here, and I think the direction, let's check the instruction. There it's like that, result, and yeah, this direction, because the part in the middle is not in the middle. So I'm putting it like this, and I guess I'll hold that in place. Lots of things to hold now. Though I could put a screw in there. I think it's easier to just do it all on the side, other side here. So let's do the same thing. Those. And it's supposed to fit there. So all of it. And then we have the other side. And before putting these 10mm screws with its normal nuts on those, right? Yeah. We'll just do this. I think it's easier and we'll stick it together more if we put this part too. So that side up, and let's just attach all of it to this side. Alright, and that's not fastened, is it? No, but this is. Just checking. Just checking. So, let's see if the app continues working now, or if it's goes to those odd home. Maybe I'll even use the microscope here a bit, because it's, well, I guess wiggling around, we'll find it somewhere. There. So now it's all together, and if I just push there now, I don't need several places to hold it anymore. I think that's easiest. So let's do these screws. I'm starting with one of these since that will keep it all together. So let's get a screw. We have all of these bags. These should be the right kind. What do you think? Should I use the microscope for this? Is it easier to see here, maybe? Let's see. I'm just trying to find where I am there. So I have my finger there and I place the nut and the screwdriver. So, what's up? What are you doing? Sick guy. There, so now it should stay together all by itself. Nice. So let's do the other screws. It's 3 more.
Why not magnetic screwdriver?
I think it is actually. But I guess I have to remagnetize it. We'll see. The motor is kind of in the way here for holding the screw. Maybe I'll not be as visible. Oh, let's finish this side first. So, there. I don't want to draw them too tightly, because I don't want to crack the plastic, you know? Plexiglass is not
when we holding something
sturdy.
with one hand, mag screwdriver is life savior.
Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. So, stuff. The question is if I should hold something underneath there. Like just a letter opener. There. It can hold this for us. And make sure that I get the right kind of screw. There are 4 different lengths, so it's not a million types, but and of course this one is totally out of focus now, right? So if I push that
I worked as
down,
CCTV and automation engineer. Now switching my career to cybersecurity, specifically web app.
Okay, cool. Then you have a lot of knowledge in one area, yeah? I think I actually tightened the screw so much that the nut won't fall into place. There. Okay, so teach me everything about CCTV that I need to know. in 2 seconds. No.
This is nice.
Yeah, I actually have a magnet that I use just for magnetizing the screwdrivers. So I'll have to do that later. There. And I'm very impressed because this is a Chinese company, and there's no Chinese in the instruction, and you can see how very clear it is. Let's see here. This instruction, I mean, have you seen anything like this? The way of instructions from just Chinese stuff. It's all on the installation of the software too, and then you have these detailed instructions
Translated
how
from
to
Danish.
put stuff together. Yeah. So the only problem is that these screws is all the same image, and it doesn't, you know, if it says 12 millimeters on this one, 12 millimeters. Okay.
Kitty says.
Anyway,
Nobody
it's not.
read instruction.
Yeah, but for this, you know, if you look at this, Nori, if you look at these pieces, it's kinda too much. And I usually never read instructions, I just put it together. But with this one, I'm using the instructions. So, and I think also when I was, let's see here. This is a simple DSO 138 oscilloscope, and to put this plastic bit together, I actually did look at an instruction, which there were no instructions, but there was a YouTube video I found. And other YouTube videos I did wrong, but there are 3 layers here of plexiglass with different holes in them. And there's, yeah, to get all of those on the same where they're supposed to be. I did look at the instructions, because I usually don't. I think that if you need the instructions, there's something wrong with
As long
how
as you
it's
have
made.
no pieces or screw remaining, you done it correct.
If there's not extra spare pieces, which there's hopefully, if there's something that could break easily. We'll see if there are in this. I think there were,
That guy
actually.
says. At Norik Oneko ha ha hard truth. Translated from Italian.
As long as you know how many spare pieces there are supposed to be. So let's see now. This is starting to look like something. Starting to look like the finished thing. And with these instructions, I'm quite sure that we will see. We did those. There's a result image for everything. So after this, it should look like this. Oh, they have put this as an angle. So they actually changed it. That's funny. Anyway, this. We may need to move it though to continue. We'll see. More of the 10mm screws. Or rather one. And we need this part. And just to make sure now that these are actually identical, right? Oh, and these are so shiny so you can see the ring light reflected. Good enough. So that one on top of that one. And
Kitty says.
should I try to
And
find
if you
what
take
this
something
is?
apart and have 7 screws remaining, 4 pieces and a CPU, but still switches on and works, then you did not need them and you can sell them for spare parts. Unlimited money.
Yeah. I love your logic, Nori. Let's see. There were tools in there. Let's see. It's over here. So we can fasten this one. And I did this so you could see more. And then I forget to put it over there. So ow, this is too tight. I need to use the table edge. Or maybe the table is better. Ugh. Sometimes you should have more hands. How about 4 arms? That would be nice, right? The problem is these are lock nuts, so they're very tight. I think maybe I'll do it the other way around. Oh, I need to have it too steady for that. Ah, annoying.
What are you making?
I'll show you the image at the top here. It's a smart robot mechanical arm, like this. It's supposed to look like this when it's finished. And it's kinda like this now, so... Alright, I've swapped cameras. There. Using the actual table's edge to push against, and I'm finally managing to turn the screw. And I think that this one is not supposed to be 100%.
So I can play PlayStation game for you.
Yeah. We'll see about the speed for that, though. What do you think? Controlling the arm through chat. Is this too tight? Maybe. We'll see later. Let's see if we can find the same place again. So here we have right there, and this way it's supposed to be, and the next step, so it's this one and the one with the extra part on it. And it's supposed to be on top. And let's... and this is 12 millimeters now. I'm not actually sure if these are the right ones, because I think these are 10 millimeters. So I might just check later. Here's a 10 millimeters.
At Norik Oniko translated from Japanese.
So 12 and 10. Well, these are long enough. The question is if there's a place where we need shorter ones. The other ones are not 12 millimeters. These are the 10 millimeter, and these are the 2 longer ones. So it's more like 15 millimeters or something. let's compare it. These should be like... Or these 12? Possibly. Yeah, so these are the ones maybe I should use for this. And these... Don't say I have to unscrew that horrible screw I just fastened just because I... And these are 15. So 15, 12, and these are 10. Because it's not fun to have to undo it when you've done more. And I just noticed it was actually not 10 millimeters, but 12. And here it is 10. So 12, 10. And here we used the 10 millimeters ones. 10, 10. Yes, I guess that I'll have to undo the one that was so tight. 'Cause there may not be so many spare screws, and we don't want to undo it all after it's finished. But this is supposed to be a 10 millimeters. Oh, thank God. Huh? So, this one is... Where did I put the measuring tape? Let's see here. This is 10 millimeters. I'm putting it back in the bag just to make sure. So I noticed that in good enough time. And then we have 6 millimeters too. So all the sizes. So 12 millimeters. Why? That's the mystery, but let's follow the instructions since they seem to be quite good. This looks very long. And a lock nut. Just double checking it's the right way. Well, look at this. It's very no. This one. That's a bit long, right? I'll have to push against the table again. There. We'll see if that's good enough. I'm starting to feel I have too many scenes. So we have it like that. That's the instruction. And then we have one of these. And this one is supposed to
Fixerbot
be
says,
below.
Ads are starting.
Is time really passing by that quickly? How long is it supposed to be between those messages? If anyone gets an ad, please tell me so I know. I don't want anyone to miss anything. There. And I also want to check if these messages are anything to use at all. I just have them so I hear them. In
Pandatong
part
says,
because I would want to know.
I'm not getting ads, but I have an ad block for Twitch.
Oh, so what ad block works good for Twitch? Because I don't think mine works all of the
Kitty
time.
says,
Same www.
Oh. Let's see. So what ad blocker are you using?
Pandatong says,
It's called TTV Pro LOL.
Sekai says, I'm a for me no ads and I am using Brave Browser Kappa. Same.
Oh, nice, very nice. I have uBlock and Privacy Badger, and I seem to get ads sometimes on Twitch, but I have not really, because I have got them so just not very often, but they're starting to pop up more, so maybe I should look at something else. But, ouch. Oh my god. I don't think I'm really focusing on what you're saying, but I just noticed the lull there. Panda. I'm breaking my table with this. Maybe I should push against something I don't want
But
to.
it not works in Gar stream and I don't care about ads in Twitch. It's some way to support streams.
Yeah. But it's nice to be able to, if there's someone getting ads, I want to be able to pause then and, be aware. We'll see if this is... They can move, but the screws seem a bit long to me. So, well, good. Let's go to the next page. I don't know if this is the more fun part or the software side, because this is kind of just screws. But this looks a bit more complicated. So, here I have to look. What is this? Oh yeah, you can't see that. This thing popping up over here. So if I just moved this part of it. Yeah. I had to scroll up. Because we have nothing else sticking up here. We have something tiny on the backside here. And the instructions so far have been quite good, so... Moving the rest of the parts out of the way.
You have to disable that voice to get less distracted. The irritating thing in YouTube is for every 5 to 10 minutes ad shows up and can't even skip sometimes.
No, but I think the most fun part of this is to be interrupted by chat and get distracted, right? That's the point. Or I could just do this in a boring corner all by myself. That wouldn't be any fun, right? I wouldn't. Oh, it would be fun, but you know, it's not the same thing. Especially when you're just putting screws in plastic pieces. That's kind of boring, right? There's not really any challenge in this. So.
Ha ha ha, yeah.
Let's go back to this so you can see this part and this part. We have them. And I confirmed that the part here look the same. So where does it want this to go? Is it on the part on the back of the motor here? I can't imagine anything else. So we'll have to like turn this up by force. And it will pop up. It won't be as big as in the image though. Oh, and I dropped stuff. I think I'll put these back in the bag a bit, or at least to the side. So I won't do that again. I better learn by my mistakes, right? So this bit, that direction, and this. Let's look at the next image where it's finished. Now that, of course. And looks like kinda like that. Yeah. That's on front and that's on front. And you can't see the mouse pointer there, right? Oh, it's tiny. It's tiny. Okay, let's try these. And now we have 10mm screws, not the 12 ones. That's actually the first time I coughed now. Getting rid of that cough. So, one through this way, and a lock nut. And I can't imagine how I will tighten these. Maybe I should actually get a better tool on this. Because you know, the width where I have to fit the nut and not go out of line. Maybe it would be worth it to actually go and get a better tool. And then the other one. Let's pull this up a bit more. Can you see anything? There. So this one has a nut.
There has to be a tool set for that.
Doesn't. Yeah. I have tools, but not like around here, because I have just mostly pliers and screwdrivers right here, so we'll see if this works. Now at least it's more sturdy since I don't have to hold the plastic too. So I have two hands actually, which is kind of good. So at least I don't have to hold the plastic too, but the amount of pressure made dents in my table edge. Oh my. It's a lock nut, so they're very hard to... No, seriously. 2 seconds, hopefully. So we'll see with these first. I don't know the size.
This the tool set nut driver set.
I don't want to lose that one. I kind of feel this one is... Oh, wait a sec here. Because this one is the other direction. That doesn't look good. I'm doing an aesthetic change here. Let's start with this one. It's probably good enough. Now I have something that I can actually hold still instead of... Now is when I want the magnetic things, right? This is supposed to be magnetic. So instead of doing that, let's
Hot
just
lever.
flip. So now I can just double check the which one first. The first bit of these are easy. It's just when the lock bit comes, the locking part.
Oh, do you have neodymium magnet? Small is fine, but it has to be strong.
Oh, yeah. I probably something. There, why do we have a spare one of these here? That's the question. That's a spare part. Nori with... yeah. So I'm just double checking now the on top part before I tighten the screws. This one is right and this one is right. So there. Maybe this should be done like in an angle so you can actually see better. And I think what I did with the microscope last time, let's move something here. Oh, that's the mic. If I move this one over here and I angle it like this, we'll see. That's the bad one, right? Which one was better? I'm so confused. This is called desk, and this is desk full screen. So, desk. The desk one. I can angle the microscope kinda towards what I'm doing. At least there's angle so we can see kind of both. Though that should be a phone too instead now. So let's see if this is better. Now I can push against it, but I have to tighten it. I can. Oh, this is so easy. Trying to hold this tiny thing wherever it did go. That's just easy peasy. Just making sure that I don't tighten it too much. Do you realize the difference in having tools that actually work? Oh, it's so crazy. We'll see later if that's too tight. So let's do the other one. There. So this will be a bit harder to hold actually. I think it will still be okay. I'll have to move it though. So sorry for the microscope. I don't want to spend all the time moving the microscope. So I'll just
Oh, okay, even a nut driver will not be useful.
yeah. It's kind of too tight. So now I tighten it and I'm going back a little bit so it can move. We'll see if it still is too tight later. Because these are supposed to bend. Oh, it kind of feels tight there. Crushing the plastic. It was so easy to tighten it now, you know. At least you can see a bit of it. I think that each time I just move this, it loosens so much that I have to tighten it again. Or it'll just... They're kind of tiny though, so I guess it's no problem. We'll see. Let's do this instead. Still not using the microscope, right? So any parts of this still on the table. I actually have a bit of training ache now in my hand from all the... Okay, so this bit is done, and then it should look like this. So if we lower this bit, then we can see it moves. It doesn't feel like it's more shaky than simple plastic would be. Bye to this. I mean, the weight and oh, well, kind of don't need to explain that, right? So, next page. And we have this. And let's make sure now that... Oh, hi! Thanks so much, Johannes! Welcome in! Isn't the TTS working? Am I talking too much? Maybe it doesn't read the messages.
Johannes says.
Yeah.
Hey darling, when right, yay.
I have to add that it reads the messages in the subscriptions. I need to add that. Thanks very much. And welcome back. And thanks for all the music Wednesday.
At Noriko Neko hey when rot beautiful.
Translated from German.
Are you seeing what I am seeing? The instruction told us to put it this way. And now I'll have to turn both of these too, cause it'll look ugly. And on the image is actually, and this one I can't just like the other one. I just did this, but this is not symmetrical. Yeah, fix things. I should have a brain mail though, but actually I kinda do. though it's called suggestion. Try suggestion and type that I should fix the messages and the subscriptions. They should like go huge on screen or something, right? If someone subscribes, it shouldn't just be hidden away. I'm undoing these screws. I didn't look far enough ahead to understand that the instructions were not perfect. So let's great. And it doesn't read it, because that's how the TTS works. Can you check in the Discord if the message arrived to the suggestion group?
Does it go to the Discord?
Yeah. I had one for a suggestion like for YouTube videos. I renamed it to be for all kinds of
it's
suggestions.
not there.
It's not there. Okay. So I
Sekai
was
says,
messing about a bit.
gotta go fix it, have fun, smile, smile.
Okay, thank you very much for joining, and please join the Discord too. I'll look at the, let's see, Discord, and the announcement was sent, and I have a message there. Let's see, suggestions. It was not sent there. So let's just take a quick look and debug this. Why not? So we have maybe I remembered wrong and the command was something else. So suggest maybe? Yeah, suggest. So suggest instead of suggestion.
Johannes says,
Maybe suggest.
So let's see if that pops up. Yep.
Fixerbot says,
Sent Winroth Music suggested you must fix message to the sub to Discord.
Johannes says,
There we go, love.
Thanks. Great. So let's go back so you can see what I'm actually doing. So now I turned this one around. Or what did I do actually? Was I totally stupid? Was I being totally stupid now? I think so. That's what I said, streamer brain, you know? I think I just did something stupid. No. Let's turn this around first. There. And this is supposed to be like this. Something like that. And then this is right. So why did I start changing it? Didn't I look first? I so love putting these screws in the tiny plastic that I don't want it to run out, so I just on purpose do things wrong, right? No. That's annoying. At least with this, what do you even call this in English? I don't know. Now it's easy. Before, when I used the tiny tool, I used this one. It was heavy work. Heavy work. I noticed you typed something on LinkedIn there. How are you liking the new job, Johannes?
That's a wrench.
Wrench? Aren't there like a million types of wrenches? Wrench, yeah, that's good, thanks. Maybe like adjustable wrench then?
Can be maybe a spanner. Tongue.
So at least now I have put it back together the way it was, which I suddenly thought was wrong for some unimaginable reason. So screw number 1 here is supposed to be 10 millimeter. And
Ooh,
I
I'm starting my new job first on Monday.
Okay, so you're just starting it. Yeah, of course, it was not that long ago that you got it. I'm thinking this will be kind of crooked. You see? It's kind of crooked, but not
Kitty says.
straight as this.
Good luck.
So, yeah, good luck. But I'm sure you'll do it great, so you don't need luck. You have power.
Johannes says.
Brain power.
Let's see. Wrench, spanner, monkey wrench. At Noriko Neko U, TNX.
Send an
less than 3.
image. Send me an image.
Translated
from
from
the Discord.
Japanese.
So I'm just thinking, I assume that this is just how it is. So if we microscope this instead, in between here, there's not much you could do, you know. The width of that part is there. And this is going to be screwed to both these, that one and that one. And it's just this big. But no. But this is not good. Because if they were just swapped over here, it would be better. So maybe I'll have to unscrew it again. Seriously, I was thinking like the instruction did it right, and then nah. So, if these were reversed, it wouldn't be the same distance problem here.
Inosav says.
Can we SWW?
What is SWW? See.
The blueprint.
Here is how we're supposed to put these together. And this is how I put it. So this part over here, if it was the other way around here, it would be easier to reach.
Johannes says.
Because this
wait,
is fastened
spanner
from
or
this.
wrench is a block wrench. A wrench is probably adjustable wrench or adjustable spanner. A monkey wrench is more like a pipe wrench.
Translated from Swedish. Fixerbot says.
Ads are starting.
Okay. Your what you're saying is translated when I hear it. I have to actually read, cause you know. So spanner or wrench is blocknyckel. Skiftnyckel. No, adjustable wrench or adjustable spanner. A monkey wrench is rörtång. Okay. rörtång, I'm thinking like more kind of big and locked. Blocknyckel, I don't think I know. This is just skiftnyckel in Swedish.
Johannes
This is
says.
skiftnyckel.
Yeah, that's it.
So maybe blocknyckel is the locked ones, more like this.
Inosav says.
Norwegian
Oh.
names at Polygraplier.
Vi har polygrip.
Johannes says.
Exactly.
This is a polygrip.
Inosav says.
Or water wrench.
A tiny one.
Johannes says.
You are so smart, Sophia. You are so smart.
I said that to him, and he has it now as a redeem on his channel. So, with Johannes. So that's funny. So I guess we'll have to unscrew the one I just screwed back together again and fasten it the other way, because the way that they wanted it done, like this, like the image, it is not good. Because when we get over here, let's see what we did. Now we're here, and when we put this on this, I should have like something here. Now it's angled, and we have an ad in the image. So if I screw this here, since this part is on top, and this one is going closer to me, it's so dark. My God, can't I find what I'm looking for? Maybe this one is better. Sorry people for being a mess. So I was thinking that this one is not as dark, it's not as black, you know, there's more contrast, so you can see the different parts, but it's too close, because with this angle, it's getting too close to be.
Don't FW.
Translated from French.
What did I do? Did I say something bad?
Feel sorty.
Well, let's just do it instead of talking about why it's
Sorry.
necessary. Well, if it was just put it together and the instructions were perfect, it wouldn't be as fun, right? Because, oh, this isn't tightened enough, so it's just spinning. That's a problem with this one, it's kinda old. And I think I bought it for 5 crowns in a flea market. So I have another one, but I don't know where it is. So it's a bit loose. Maybe need to add something there to make it not as some gooey stuff. So I'm switching these there back together the other direction, and before I tighten this I will test it now so we don't get the same thing again. This one is here and this one here, and now we don't have the same problem, though the screw is not tightened, but it's not the same distance here, so it doesn't feel bent in the same way. Good. Tightening that. I wonder if any American is in chat.
Do you
I was
have
kind of-
3D printer? If so, you can always make your own parts. Fix it
yeah,
42 like.
that would be so fun. That would be so cool. But one reason I didn't buy one is that my kids have had problems going to school, and their school had the 3D printer. So I didn't want them to be like, oh, that's just common stuff. We have one at home. And then also they take a lot of space, a 3D printer. So you kind of have to have a good place to have it, not just buy a million things and then, it's already a mess in this place. You could probably see I had lots of stuff here. So now a little tighter, I think. Again, I need to tighten this because it's not. It's probably because I cleaned it too good. Should have been more glue still there.
And prints take times.
Yeah, but and probably the material costs and everything too. But still, it will be very fun to play with. Oh, just 1 second. Let's see. Sorry. Just my hubby in the store asking if he should buy anything. So, where were I? This there. Well, 10 millimeters. Why is a good question. I didn't get any screws, did I? Yeah, 3D printing. I would really like to do that. Maybe it's time soon to get one. Because then you can really make your own projects. This is limited to what this has, But I'm not sure of the sturdiness of the materials for 3D printing. Is this really the right one? I guess it is. There's a huge, these 12 millimeters. I have to recheck them all the time. Let's see if this really is. Is this really 12 millimeters? No, this is 15. Because it felt huge. So if I compare it... Oh, so it was in the wrong bag. That's why. There. So. Oh. It's suddenly so quiet. Talk, people. Tell me all about the cool stuff that you've printed. Norsab, tell me about the cool stuff you printed with your 3D printer. I'm sure you have some amazing projects. And you did the retro programming stuff. Maybe you did something with that in printing. Oh, sorry. Tell me. That's another suggest to make you able to switch the cameras, not just to my right and left screen, which you can do.
Here. Printed a photo frame with framing frame to have on my keychain.
Photo frame with framing frame. Ah, cool. I can't imagine all the things you could do if you just have, free to do anything. I just realized I did put the wrong screw there, right? Because this is number 1, and that's supposed to be 10 millimeters. No, seriously. Read again the instructions. This doesn't really matter probably, but in case it does. Well, I guess this is... So, do you have any projects you're about to do? I mean, you could do like cool phone holder stuff and just anything really. Boxes for electronic stuff. Projects. This kind of arm thing. And then you can use like metal
Christy
pieces and
says.
stuff in them.
Hi P.
Translated from Norwegian. Inoursav
Hi,
says.
welcome.
I made a toothbrush holder.
Oh, cool. I've actually been thinking. I've been looking like at Amazon if there's any cool, good toothbrush holders to be able to just make your own with a 3D printer. That would be nice. So, welcome in, Christy. welcome. We've gotten a bit further, so it looks like this now. And I just unscrewed and screws back because
Christy says.
Hello, smile. This is
the
awesome.
instructions
Less
were
than
not
3
perfect.
smile.
Great. You're so welcome. I love people that love the same things I love. Right? So big hearts. So now I did put the 10mm there, and this is a 12mm. So let's put it where it was supposed to be. And now we can see that even when I switched these, let's see, which one is best? This. Let's see if we can get the angle right. Maybe it wasn't useful to have it like this anyway.
Inoursav says.
But holder was so precise. I could not use a new brush.
Okay. So it just fit to that toothbrush, and then when you got a new one, it didn't. So here you can see the distance between where the screw is supposed to be, and this is after I switched this. So if this has been on the other side, it would have been further, much further away. So this is better at least. So let's just fasten this first. and I just got this, Christy, instead of using the one that came with the kit. And before, it was hell to tighten the screws, and I couldn't really do it even. I was pushing them against the edge of the table and making dents. And just getting this was worth so much. So just going away for a few seconds and getting a tool, I remember that. Because it was so worth it.
Christy says,
Yay, French key is the best.
Oh, French key, so that's what it's called. We were discussing this earlier here. What it's called in English. Oh my god, I'm on the wrong one. This is already tightened. What am I doing? I can't see a thing here. Maybe I should put it in a position where I actually can tighten it instead of prioritizing it being visible. So it's not easy to know the names of all of these tools. In Swedish it's called skiftnyckel. So but this is the weight of it and the stability and
Inorsav says,
the width.
Direct tool name in Norwegian shifting key.
Yeah. Exactly.
Christy says,
Or shiftable key.
Grifkenjuk?
translated from Norwegian.
When I do this, I feel that this tiny, tiny little screw over here, this is not a sturdy thing. It's a one screw holding it all up. And it is a tiny one. It's... well, we'll get to one, I think. And you guys, you're giving me training in my smile. That's good, right? So now we have this. So let's check the instruction. And this is of course flexible hair still. Yeah, right. There's a stability here. Oh, I'm getting another call. Sorry. I'm muting again.
Inorsav says,
Smiles are always welcome.
Fix It says.
BRB, supporting my mom.
Inoursav says.
Well, be here.
Christy says.
Okay, take your time.
Um, my mom is getting a bit old. Sorry. She gets worried that her friend has died.
Sesamelair
things.
says. Robot arm and a big knife. Oh.
A big knife. Oh, this is just a letter opener. It's not sharp. I used it to hold where I couldn't reach on the screw. Hi, Emsek, welcome in. So, this is the robot arm so far.
Weaponizing a robot, haha.
Okay, let's just... but maybe then we should use this instead, because it's sharper.
Hi, Mike.
So, where were I? You'll have
Yay,
to
she is
remind
doing
me.
a surgery robot arm.
D.
The surgical precision here with the yeah, Nori was saying they would play my video games for me with the help of this, so I'm looking forward to that. I think we're done with this page, so let's continue. I'll have to check for my mom a little bit later, but let's see. Result what? So these images, because this is not what it looks like, right? There's an extra one over here, which is not on this image. So this thing I said about perfect instructions is kind of not very current. Is it the thing that it wants this to be fastened here too, and it forgot to mention? That would fit perfectly in the hole we had. So we have... Let's zoom for you here. This. No, I can't control zoom. I have to plus zoom. Plus. This look very much like they just forgot a part in the instruction, right? So I guess we should be grateful that we have the after images. Let's zoom in a bit more there. So, if it's supposed to look like this, yeah. We'll have to unscrew another screw and
Fixerbot
screw
says.
it back again.
Ads are starting.
And if anyone gets ads, just tell me, I'll pause. Just write in chat. And let's go back to this thing. Okay. It was kind of obvious that this one was needed. So. And now I see a reason why the 12mm
They
screw
never
on
come.
this place.
Ads.
Good. Goody good. Maybe I should just remove that. I just want to remind myself, because the first stream I did after becoming affiliate, I didn't think of that at all. And then I was like, oh my god, didn't I like pause for people? Did people have ads? So as you could see, if I just drop this one, it kind of fits perfect in the hole now, after the changing the direction of this one so it gets closer. The lock nut in the right direction. and it's definitely not too short to screw. I was thinking, will it need a longer one now? So now we have the look of the image. Something like this. I'm trying to scroll with my computer with that one instead. I don't think I'll have much success, right? So, the Lost Motor. Not much left in the box. But this is kinda... I was thinking I would try Hack Me today, but I was thinking I don't want to have this on my desk anymore. So I want to finish the build of this so it's just one unit that you can put somewhere. Cause this, you know. I'll also go and order some pizza in a second. Or I'll just do it. A third phone call. There, empty box. So this is what it looks like on the box, and everything fit in this little box, including these parts that are for the controller. So this is the bag for this one. So let's open it. I was talking about the tiny screw before. The tiny screw that holds everything in place. Here in the middle. It's this.
Take care of the box. I'm making a robot with a card box.
Oh, tell me more. I want to see a cardboard robot. Shouldn't you 3D print then instead of making it of cardboard? Though cardboard could be cool. So, which one of these will we use for this? We don't know yet. So, we'll need other stuff first before this. So, I'll just scooting that out of the way. All of the parts that are left are these. Just the tiny ones now. So we obviously need these two, and they seem symmetrical. Time to just even them a bit. Some of them were quite sharp actually. Like this. There and there. That's it, right? And we have a few more bits. Are these the same? It looks like that. So they made it easy for themselves by putting the same on both sides. This side that needs the cable. This tiny part here, I don't know if you can see, but it's like a hole. Is it worth it to put the microscope for that? Tiny hole there. That's just to be able to pull it through, you know. But this one wasn't very tight, as the other one was. Oh, whatever. So, that side towards the bigger side. And this side Okay. Ah, so that's why. Okay. That's why it's not as tight. On the sides, at least. So, which side is which? This side? Maybe I should do the microscope. What do you think? Like this. Let me zoom a bit there so we can... This. It's kinda tiny, right? Oh, that's a mic. Something like this. So these are just supposed to be in between here. There, and the other side with the special part. So we need the direction correct here. It's supposed to go down like that. So if I push that in there and put this on top and turn it over, it do look like the preview image from here, like that. So we just need a few screws. Oh, and they're putting the screw for this one in because you won't reach? How would I be able to tighten it then? I think we need to look at the next page before we tighten this. Because how would I reach? How would I reach here? So, yes, the screw is over there. So, this screw, this is where we'll tighten it. And how do they imagine we can do that?
My robot car and the hashtag electronics in Discord.
Oh, cool. So, oh, cool. Oh, that's, I see, the box is kind of the same size, right? Oh, should have done this, of course. We would have seen it better. Cool, cool, cool. And these are 3D printed? The wheels? And the holders? Oh, and motors here.
Christy says.
Oh, I want a 3D
Neat.
printer. I want a 3D printer now. Oh, and you can see here in the inside of it. And other wheels, I guess. On the other side. You'll have to send a video too.
Wheels and holders.
Yeah, you'll have to send a video too when you drive the car. Cool. And if you haven't joined the Discord, you can see all of the... Oh, I opened it again. I was just gonna click anywhere and I managed to click the link. That was funny. So, cool project, Norsa. Very cool. I want to do that now. I want to have a 3D printer and I want to do all of that. Because trying to, like, I was thinking, should I save these spare plastic pieces to try and maybe I could, like, melt it or cut small pieces and make something of it? No, I just threw it away. It'll be just too hard to try and make something useful from it.
I can photograph and film the progress.
Yeah, do that. You can make like threads, I think, in the group in Discord for the electronics. I was thinking of doing that for the repair of the keyboard, but I didn't do that, so I should have probably drowning the group in images. Yeah. So the problem we have now is that at the kind of the last image here, they're fastening this screw. And I think that the only way we can do that really good is before we tighten these. If we do it when we have this a bit loose, we can pull this up. Maybe I've been talking too much. I still got a bit of a cough. I'm thinking too, I need to make a call and get some pizza for the kids, because it's Friday evening, and Mom is just sitting there doing nerdy stuff, right? Well, did this actually fit as good as I thought? No, because I folded it somehow. No? It just fits so snugly that I didn't see it wasn't there. So if we tighten this, we will get problems, is what I'm thinking. But maybe if we just do it loosely all the way and try to tighten the rest of it later at the end, and just see where everything is supposed to be first. Because if we would tighten these very hard, it wouldn't be. And these are 16 millimeters, so we can have it really loose. Maybe that's the point. 16 millimeters. I think they were 15, about 15. But the measurement was also this, so well, let's do this.
Fighting all at the end?
Yeah, I'm thinking I'll just put it together so that everything is loose still, and then tightening it at the end. And if something falls out, it's loose enough to put it back to. So, there, just loosely, so it won't fall all over the place. So, this is not something you should stop in the middle of, I guess. There. We have 60mm and locknet, and we have a lot of space. Guess that's not very visible, but it's kinda lots of room here. Lots. I should name them better than desk FS, microscope FS. F is for full screen. And I don't remember which one I had. Stuff all over the place. Yeah, and let's add this. It's also a 16mm then, because that's the only mentioned size. And we also saw that it should have like 4 layers of plastic on it. So this is kinda together, but the plastic piece, especially this one, could fall out there, so we'll see. So now where to add these. The claws. And I hope there's no pieces I need to. Oh, it's kind of sharp there. Well. So these, and they need to go in here, and there's another pair of 16mm. So we'll see how much we can move this one still. That's wrong here below, because that didn't fit. So these need to be tightened for it to work. I think quite a lot at least. And there the plastic bit fell out. So if I tighten these really good, then this won't. We'll just try and see what happens. So 2 16mm, and they're already there, but I put them upside down. So they're supposed to be like that. And there was another edge. So that there, and 2 of these. This is one of those that's hard to fasten. This and this into the hole, and one of the tiny screws in the third, third again. And I'm actually need the microscope now because this is too tiny. Screwdriver. So, third tiny hole. Well, it's easier just to start. And we can see this way if it's the right hole. There. I'll just hold this against the table edge. Sorry. So there, that should be enough. And these sharp things are still everywhere on this. So looks like the image. And we're supposed to fasten it over here at once. These are kind of tight. And this is the same thing that keeps all of this together in the middle there. If I constructed this, I might have put it all on something. Oh, now it happened. Interesting. So this tiny screw is what keeps all of that together. We'll see.
About my S printer, it felt like going nuts for all the sound at the beginning, but my brain learned how to ignore it.
Oh. Okay. So, like you get used to sounds, of course, but it was that noisy that it was really annoying. When I started stream, I had some problems with the app, the new one that I'm using. typing too fast, I do that too. What was I looking for? Irian here. So last stream I was testing different apps, and I choose Irian because when it disconnected, it just connected, and my phone didn't get as hot as it did with the other ones. But we'll see. This is my old S7. That's the camera here. If the phone just died, then I understand. There's nothing strange. Yeah, it says 0% power. So that's an acceptable reason not to be working, right? And it's very hot. So it's an overheat problem. And with Camo Studio that I used before, it was like 2 hours. So yeah, it's okay. I'll just start this one instead. My normal one. We'll see what happens when I have all my stuff on the phone. Just getting the app. Where are you? No, I didn't put it into my recording stuff yet. Let's see. We'll just search for it. Irian. Let's make that. Look it up. Adding it to where I want it at once, so it's done. There. We'll see how long the power will. You see, it just connected. Another phone. Oh my goodness. I'll have to. This phone has much wider size. So. Oh my. Maybe an older phone is a better choice. Let's see if this is power. No, that's the wrong one. This is an S4. And I think that maybe the app didn't work on this one. We'll see if it starts. I should have an S6 somewhere, but I don't know where that is. So this works. The question is how it would be held, because the one I have here, it won't really fit. Maybe if I angle this differently. Sorry for all the black. Let's just try and
We are still
fasten
here.
it. Good. Now you can see my. This is inside a ring light. I could have shown you before. It's like this. So inside this ring light, this was straight before. And when I put this phone, the S10, instead of the, or of course I could remove this will be a bit smaller. It was too big to fit, so we'll see. I could just angle the ring light differently, but maybe this is size change enough to work. Yeah, just on the millimeter, exactly what it needed. There, we'll see. So let's go to OBS, and if I just click my normal desk one, it still flickers. And I got this at the start of stream, and I selected this because it was stable. And now I'm thinking I have to, though I think I actually upgraded the app. So this is the upgraded one, not the one I tested. Yeah, what I did to fix this at start of stream was to change the resolution of the image and change it back a few times, and then it worked. And it's been working for 2 hours. So, hopefully, if I just go to this one, let's deactivate.
Is the battery okay?
Too. Just deactivate, activate, the classic. Yeah, the battery of this one, since it's a USB-C on this phone, and the charger I have up there is USB, maybe it'll run out a bit quicker. Before we start this, I think I'll order that pizza, so I don't have to unplug the phone and everything again, and mess stuff up. Let's do it, because this is my phone. There's my oldest when he was tiny. Now he's 16. So I'll just give you my very funny left screen here for 2 seconds and make a call to the pizza place. You can even hear me. That doesn't matter. Oh yeah, you can see stuff through the camera. Or I can. It's still sending the pictures, Ian. Hej, jag skulle vilja beställa en kebabpizza med endast inga grönsaker på. Och en calzone. Pizzabröd också gärna, tack. Ja, det är bra så tack. Och hemleverans. Precis, det stämmer. Ja, tack så mycket. Hejdå. When the pizza place knows your address, right? So let's go back to this. And I think it actually did stop now. Yeah, for a few seconds there. But I was calling on the phone and I was seeing this side of the room on the screen. That's kind of funny. Here are all the parts. Here's what it looks like for me. There. The camera in the middle. And then I have another screen there. Maybe I should move that way. There. So that's what's the Discord right now. But I usually have like the TTS there and stuff. This phone is actually already getting a bit hot. So we'll see how long it lasts. And see if I can see the power. It's got 95% and I'm pulling down the...
Fixerbot says.
Ads are starting.
They're a perfect fit in the ring light now. Tightening it. There. So, and here's the charging cord for the other one. I should have both up here then. USB-C and... Yeah, right. I probably have a converter. Let's see. Could there be one over here? This just USB to... Ha! Micro USB to USB-C. Perfect. Because though the angle of this one is what makes it fit, the angle and this won't fit. So a good thought didn't work. So this was that side, and I notice this is a bit crooked now, right? and also it's not the same place. Since it's another phone, let me just pull this out a bit, see if that helps. This will have to be good enough. Good enough, because I don't want to change too much since it usually works with the other one. So now this one is still there, and we just fastened this one. And let me put the manual back on screen. So okay, maybe I didn't tighten this one enough because it just fell out. I didn't do the lock. Lock's not part at all. A little tiny bit tighter there. So let's assume that these two are actually on this now, like this. So the next part is fastening to this. And to this. So to this one, we want 2 of these. They have the sharp bits too. Will fall out again when I drop it like that. I should have done this when I pulled it apart, I guess. But that was on stream too. I want to save you the most boring bits. The most boring thing I did off stream, that was pulling all the protection paper of these. It was covered with normal brown paper, all of it. So no more of that, I think. Okay. You can see stuff. We have an image, right? We don't need that, we don't need that, we don't need that. So that's the parts that were not needed from the motors. Yeah, let's continue. So for number 2, which is this one, we will need the last 16mm. Okay, so these two are connected with this one, and this is where the 10mm screw will go from the bottom and connect it with a lock nut. Trying to tighten it a bit so it doesn't fall out at least. And then from this side we will do 2 of these, and then the other side. So this will be, oh, so it's to the wrong side there. That's good to know. But I can't, it's kind of hard to rotate these. I think that's, it's possible. I don't think this is very good, right? Feels wrong. Well, so that one is supposed to be on there. 2 of these And I'm glad we didn't fasten these, because this would have been tricky. But seriously, is this the angle? Can you see how wrong the scale is? Though this is wrong. It was wrong. It was right. I'm stupid. 'Cause it's all kind of wrong.
Inosav says.
It's okay to turn the servo. Just do it slow.
Yeah. I wrote it the wrong way. There. Yeah, but it kind of feels like it's a normal motor. I don't have a problem turning, you know. Do you feel that this fits the image, the scale? Is this a wrong thing? Did I put the wrong thing there? There's nothing left, you know. There are no other parts. These are the last parts. This one is much longer than the other one. I think we have an error that needs a lot of rebuilding. Do you remember in the start that we had this
Scale
one?
image is great.
Yeah. This one is probably this one, and this one probably this one. Which means I will have to unscrew these two. That's not a very big problem. And I'll have to unscrew these. So, well, just do it. Nothing to wait for. And these screws are at least easier than the lock nut ones. They're just that easy. I just want to lose the nut. I did. It was inside. There, and now it's all connected, so we have to be careful. Maybe I should have loosened this one first. I'm curious though on the start image if it was the right one, since the other one was definitely wrong. They totally skipped. I'm pointing at something I can't see. They totally skipped to add this one to the instruction. It was obviously very necessary, so oh my. I would need the microscope here. And I need to tighten this. You can't see a thing here. Try to move. So let's try to keep track of this screw so we know which one it is. There. And this. And to our good luck.
Are you streaming after pizza?
We'll see. They may take an hour to deliver. They're not very quick. We'll see what happens. I want to finish this today, so I think I'll be streaming. But I'll probably make some more food for my other kid too. So we'll have to unscrew this one and put these on a special place. That screw is for that one. And then we'll remove this. I'm grateful that both of these use the this is the same part, so I don't have to redo the tiny ones. This is tight. There. Now we'll put this one here. There, this will be much better for both places. And this is just falling apart, all the stuff. Official term, stuff. So let's put this one back. And what angle was this in? It is like this, something like this, right? Or was it like this? Nah. There, one of the tiny ones. I guess I should be grateful that we didn't have to, you know, unscrew all of this to get to this part. Where I obviously made an error.
Stuff.
So,
Yes, stuff.
yeah, officially. So now it's probably easiest to take these screws first, but I want this one to be outside of this. Well, that's quick. We want that one. Both nuts recovered. And these are the 1 centimeter ones. So let's... Sorry for doing this a bit quickly. I do want to show you everything, but I don't want to do microscope things again with this, because it's taking time. So let's... how should I get the nut in there without dropping it into everything when it's a tiny space? I'll just wish I had 3 arms. There. The other side is easier because it's where it's supposed to be. And I don't want to put this all over the place. Maybe it would help to have a magnetic screwdriver just to hold the nut when you do this. Because that would be, well, it would be held in place. And I tried to move this out of the space, but I did manage to fasten it to stuff. Anyway, there. So this one. What do you think? Well, that's too loose. That's too loose. These screwdrivers are great, by the way. They spin on the end there. I love screwdrivers that do that because it saves so much work. I made it too loose anyway. I'm trying not to tighten them too much. Then I made it too loose instead. We'll see if this can move later. Seems to be able to. Yeah, and this length is much more... I should have looked into it, but I had such a pile of parts then, so... Good! then we have our part that we need for where it's needed. And I drop this bit out again. There. This one is as it's supposed to be. The screw is somewhere else. So now we have this again. And the other one was the one we needed. So let's on the image I have to really see which one is which there, because it's kinda similar. The lines are kinda close. So this one is on top here with this screw on there. And this lock nut on the right direction. Doesn't want to go straight. No? It's easier to do it the other way around. There, that easy. And then this bit going in here with another lock nut. Oh, that one wanted to fit. Ah, there. So this makes these move. Oh, so one of these screws is the one that's popping out there, which is correct because they're the same length. There. So I think we have all the parts again.
Prez says.
Presier.
Translated from Italian. Inoursav says.
Fun fact, sometimes the screw and nut don't match.
Yeah. Especially if you have not been very nice to them earlier and tried to screw them into the wrong things. I've never done that, of course. It's just a totally fictional example. So there. Now it looks much better. So Pretty, welcome in, and Pretty hi to you too. I'm not fastening all the screws because I imagine screwing this screw will be kind of hard if it's totally stuck there. So that's why I'm kind of holding everything instead. So, yeah, this is what we have. Kinda. Maybe I should fasten this one too. Just a little. I think it will still be flexible enough. If it's not, I'll just fix it. And this is the flexibility I want. So, there. I imagine that now is the time to actually use that one, yeah. So, to double check the next side,
No nuts.
this is what we need. This is the whole thing so far. Pressies. So you can see too.
Press
See for
says.
all the parts.
I just finished work on my module stand for today.
Ah, okay. You'll have to send us images in the Discord. And send them where everybody can see. So when you send some stuff to me and some to the Discord, and then I replied in both places, and it,
Inosav says.
I'm heading to the Discard.
Press says.
Oh wow, so you made quite some progress.
Oh, yeah. Though several steps back. Right now we replace this part because this was this was hair, and we had this one which is much too long for hair. So, and now this looks better when it's actually the same length. So, I wonder if this affected the fact that this is moved, because it kind of looks different. So if we have problems later, I'll switch the sides of these two, because that's the only change I really made. There. Okay, so what is it that is supposed to be connected over here? Is it just space there? Yeah. Distance. So these last two are going on here. On the screw that I want to have flexible still. Everything is just loose and shaky. I'm just double checking that it's correct, that these have the nut on this side and these have the nut on this side, and it is. This is the upper image there, where you have, and the nut is going on here, but where exactly is it fastened? This, oh, this fell out again. Just the 10th time or something like that. Also, this part was not in the instruction, so we had to add it. Let's see which is going where. Let's just look at it instead. What's logical? I have to zoom. This is not good enough.
Inosav says.
Look like spacer between.
Yeah, I put the spacers there, but maybe these are both connected. Okay. I get it. But how? These have holes, and there are supposed to be screws in them. That's where the other two are connected. These two, the lower ones, they're connected there. And that was a doorbell, which probably means pizza. 1 second. Oh my god, I need my phone, because that's how I pay. That's funny. I'll switch to another scene so you won't see me. Before I leave, I'm going to plug the charging cord into the other phone, so running down.
Prez says.
Pizza Fix at 42 lol.
Fixerbot says.
Ads are starting.
Fixit says.
BRB. Just heating up some meat sauce and spaghetti for my non-pizza eater. Smile smile.
Prez says.
A non-pizza eater?
There, just quick. Just one more quick second. Not a slow second, but a quick one. I'm back. So, let's finish this. My phone had lost about 10% battery on that. So, I started Twitch down there, as you noticed. Oh, this is disconnected, I think. No, of course, it's this one. That's stupid. Anyway, time to switch ears. So, I noticed the Bluetooth disconnecting. And I've got my phone here, so I'll start the app again. Now quickly, since I have the... there. I don't even have to tighten this holder. It's just... Oh, we got the problem again, look! That's interesting, because Irian is not perfect. That's simply it. Let's just go, without doing studio mode or anything, quickly to Irian, deactivate and activate, and we got a firm, good image again. Why? Because this didn't happen the other day, so I'm a bit curious. Let's go back to why am I looking in OBS when I could just click a button? So this is the result we want. We have these parts. This is more like the normal kind of building stuff I do. So right, I just noticed that these screws, there are holes here, and that's where the screws go. So this is the first image where it was really obvious. So the question is, are there nuts in there, or are there screw holes somewhere else? I mean, the screws can't just go in there and go nowhere, you know what I mean? How is it fastened? How are these fastened? Because these can't just be put there and do nothing. So let's go back up. These are long screws. Going where? No, they are not long, it's just that it uses the same image for all screws again. So these are 10mm short ones. So just to try this, it may be that this plastic is the same size. It's supposed to be fitting for these screws. Now this is the 6mm. Where are they? Here. These are the ones. First of all, will they be possible? Yes, might be possible just to screw them in there. I'm just feeling that's not very good. But now I understand why it's not all there. Well, okay, so this one lost its stuff. So the question is now, should we fasten this here, or should we do this one first? Let's do this one loosely too, and we'll have to do this so it matches. So this will be able to, you know, I think that's as good as it gets. And we can put the tiny one on? Anyone still there? Did I lose all of you when I got the pizza? So my youngest is eating kebab pizza, and my hubby is eating chicken wings because he's doing keto food, no pizza. And it was his suggestion we would eat pizza. So, but my oldest doesn't eat pizza either because he prefers Grandiosa pizza from the Star. So I'll make him that later. And now he's eating spaghetti and meat sauce, which he eats every day. So now we have this with this wanted flexibility, and I'm almost thinking I will turn this upside down to put this in easily without dropping anything. Oh, we could have pressed some keys on the keyboard there. So this is going here, and you can't see a thing because I'm underneath. I'm just adding a second last nut here, and I have nothing to.
I could not tolerate a non-pizza eater in my household.
Oh. He's quite. He eats pizza, but he just wants pizza with only ananas. And they don't have enough on the pizza when we order that, so he doesn't like it. So that's the reason. So now, this whole thing should be able to be fastened with these. So this will hold the pieces in place that are the most loose. If this works or not, that's a good question.
Inosav says,
I like Anna's too. Don't shoot me.
Yeah, I like ananas too. Used to have this pizza called Hawaii in Sweden. I know that your pizzas in Norway are a bit different. When I lived in Ireland, then their pizzas, there was like a thin bread, and then they had a pile, this high pile of stuff on it. That's the amount of ananas he wants. So now, now it's done. So lots of empty bags now. Oh gosh. I should probably drink. I've got a headache now. Something interesting. This is up at 47% already.
Prez says,
Ananas on pizza feels illegal somehow.
Nah. It's a bad. So this, what makes me question this a bit are these screws poking out here. I just did like half a thread in there, but I can't imagine we can get all of them in there. Maybe that doesn't matter. These have obviously jumped out of alignment there. Oh, sorry. These were not aligned. They're aligned again. So the reason stuff is not connected, why have it this way? It's not like that in the image. How to double check here? Yeah, they have it this way on the image. The cable is this way. Just to make stuff more fun, right? Let's fasten this screw. the one that makes it a bit interesting. Because when I tighten this, it won't be available anymore, I believe. And that's why they don't have the nut on this side, because it would never fit. So let's oh, this is so loose. I'll have to hold it, you know. Why isn't this working? Oh my goodness. Now it's working. There. Meaning, just to show you how easy this moves. This, it's like a fidget spinner. I just keeps rolling. So not the best one. Anyway, we have these 4 to tighten, and after that I'm thinking these 2. And if these don't work exactly as intended, we'll do the shorter ones, because they may work then. Let's just assume everything works, I guess. Maybe, yeah, I'll just start with these. Why do I have the microscope like that and the desk like this? Should I learn this? This is microscope and this is desk. They're not even the same size. And I was going for rounded edge, not all of the things, right? Not for just a few of them. So this, tighten. Fasten the screw. This is so long, you know. Is it totally straight? I think I will fold this over and do it this way. And I think we'll just skip the microscope because that takes too much time. I think it's kinda straight, isn't it? If I spin it. Oh, maybe not. And I just removed the microscope. So, but this is not straight anyway, so I don't think it'll help. If I do it this way, we could probably see, because it could be useful for me too to see this. No, this can't be right. I have to unscrew and screw it back in. These are corners of a corners of the plexiglass. So if I would tighten this too much, I would break it. This is this is better. So I want to check that I'm not over tightening it. Bit loose, but it's kinda much more tightened now. There. So let's do the next one. This kind of feels boring. Is this boring, people? I should have maybe fastened them a bit more before I...
Do you intend to
put
write
it
software for
together.
this, or is it just for playing with a remote?
Inoursob
No,
says.
no. It's for
No,
playing with
not
software.
boring.
It's for playing with software. Definitely. There, it is Bluetooth.
Prez says.
So
Not boring, smile, smile.
good. It feels like it takes an eternity to just fasten the whatever we realized of this French. Is it French?
Inoursob says.
I'm looking forward to software play.
Yeah, me too, me too. That's why I don't want to do these screws anymore. Maybe I should just remove these again. But this one is the one that's sensitive, you know, harder to get to. The problem is that this one just untightens itself. Right now, I should really have the other two. Let's see if we can find something that fits. Oh my god, I had the pit on this. It's hot. So, right now I'm ignoring my hot calzone pizza for this. But I'm not hungry, so... Priorities, you know? This one is too tiny. But I don't think these are sorted by size. There. I think this will be much easier. In all ways. I think this may be broken. We'll see. I'll just do another one. Oh well, we could do this one. That's good. Oh, this was perfect when I had problems with my battery in the car and with tight space. I could, like, do this. Great. So, how much easier is this to reach? Oh, just like that. Lazy. It's all about the tools, right? Let's see if I put it like this. I can just screw the right amount of... There. Is something happening?
Prez says.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Tools less than 3.
And I guess these are probably German. I think I
Inno
bought
Saab
these
says.
on Lidl.
Tools are made for easy.
Fixerbot says.
Ads are starting.
I think it says that like all the time. All the time. Is this actually doing something? Yeah, it's a bit further out. I feel like, is it really useful, this? You should have a better screwdriver. It's hard. Yeah, but something is happening. You can see there, but it's not much. I feel like this is just slipping. How does this look? Well, my tummy just told me that I should taste the pizza bread. This is good. Just to make sure. If I take this and I put it on one of these that are, yeah, I can't move it in to the side, so this won't rotate.
Inno Saab says.
Did you screw the nuts crocked?
Sorry, I didn't understand. It's very hard to screw this, but I don't know why. I'll just do it a little bit at a time. It could be that the plexiglass kind of squeezes it as I push it together when I do this. There's just air between, you know. You can hear the noise, can you? It's squeaking. Oh well, that's good enough for those two right now. Maybe we should do these, cause I can access them here easily.
Yes, Skeek.
Yeah. So, where are we? There. So let's do this one. Manual focus is good and bad. I have manual focus on that one, or it's, you know, half press the button of the camera. But on the microscope, it's nice to be able to set it, but still I would like to be able to just set it to autofocus. That would be so nice. But it has no autofocus, so let's at the bottom, so let's just go back a tiny bit. So these are very easy, so I think it's the plexiglass bending, and let's make those other ones hard. I have LED lights and I still feel that there's lots of heat in here right now, so before we fasten these, we'll have to make sure that they are at the same. And I say these and you can't see a thing, but these two. So let's look from below, and that should be right. I think the other side is kind of held together by so where were we? Over here somewhere. Manual focus, but then it stays at the manual focus and I can tell it where to be, so that part's nice. It's both. So still straight, yeah. Now I have the problem again that it's when I push, you see, when I push, there's nothing pushing back.
Prez says.
And since this is
Do you
just
enjoy
a hole,
software tinkering more than mechanical stuff like this?
It depends on how much my hand hurts and if the screws work, and if I make it or if it's a kit like this. To build something that you construct yourself is much more fun than to just put together an IKEA sofa, you know. But there you can figure it out instead of looking at the instructions, so that's more fun. So this is the last corner of this. After this we'll be able to see if it's how hard we need to push these. We'll have to do all of them again. And there's a risk I'll just break and crack the plexiglass, and I don't want that. Because it's... well, these both are lows, and these are lows. And these are done. So let's just do 2 more here. So what do you prefer? Pressy, what do you like the most to fix and play with? Hardware, electronics? I mean, there are different types, like a building like this is not electronics really, you know. Soldering would be more fun than this, I think. But the result of this is very fun. So now these... let's look at this in the microscope. This won't work very well, will it? It's so tiny. It's so close. Like this. Here, I think that one of these are much more tightened than the other.
I think I like it most when it has everything, and I designed everything: software, hardware, mechanics. D.
Yeah, yourself.
I build mechanics to have summoning to control with software.
Yeah. So, to compare this and this side, we can see that this one has much more metal up here, and they're the same parts, so this one should be tighter. Then, I guess. I wouldn't have expected to use this kind of tools. I've used it for my car. I did the other thing. I said I would tighten one, then I turned it upside down and I tightened the one that was already tight. And now I can see they are very bent, the plastic. So I expect the back end to be what needs to be tightened more. Let's see now, how do they compare? Kinda the same. And I unscrewed the one I tightened too much, so that the other side of this...
Tools for car. Is it emergency or home fix for the car?
It was just a bad battery. That I continuously had to unplug every time I stopped the car. That kind of thing. I actually bought a switch, a remote switch to use with the battery, but then the motor of the car died, so it just froze totally. And then I got a parking ticket for where the tow car put the car, where it was forbidden parking, which made me very happy. So I was like protesting for a year, and then I finally got rid of them. It was not worth it. I should have just paid. Let's see now. So if the angle of this...
No tow fails.
Oh my goodness. If I do this, what happens is this is what moves. And that's one of those tiny screws. We don't want to do that. So I can't move this. The screws that are obviously not tight now, it's these two. And that's the ones that I'm very curious how they even will work. We'll see. So this is loose, this is tight because of that one. So we have quite a lot of space in the screws, but let's just unscrew this and put it like this. Oops. It will go all the way to the motor and still not be tight. Is that what they intended?
There should be spacers.
There are no spacers left. And you can see what it looks like. Oh, I'm trying to find the right spot again. There. So let's just... it's supposed to be loose probably too. So, as I'm screwing into plexiglass now for the first time, it's kind of scary. But we do have the shorter ones, so I'm just thinking we'll switch to these. I'll do that. I'm sure I have more of these somewhere if we need, but we have lots left. I'm not sure, it's not much to do with the other one. This is too short. Oops. Yeah, it's too short. So we'll have to use these. Are these the right ones then? Let's see if I can find about where it is. So, and these are the 10 millimeters, not the 12. So the 6 millimeter ones are too short. So that's why they're using these. So I guess we'll have to make our own spacers if nothing else later, but just to make sure it works, it's okay with these, I guess. The scary part is that I'm screwing into plexiglass, and I feel that's fragile. And now I know that it's kinda tightened and it's still less loose. Because I can see the plexiglass moving away from... You could almost see it there. Let's see, where is it? This is where the focus is nice. Some parts are in focus, but I don't want it to be there. So I can see the plexiglass was tight, but not the screw is between there. So it's pushing against the motor, so I won't do more. This is supposed to be flexible, but maybe not this flexible. Other side, last screw. I want this upside down so I can see better. Will this work? By the way, this is what I wanted to. I plugged the wrong phone in to charge before, and the other one actually was empty now, so that's good, because it means it wasn't broken somehow and the app just died. I'll just do this. You don't have to see everything, right? You kind of can see I'm slipping. It's part that it's kind of hot from the light, but part is that there are no threads in the plexiglass. And I can't get the grip on the screwdriver that's strong enough. Well, that's why I have this. What do you think of this?
We see the
that's
progress.
such a good
Smile,
idea.
smile.
Well, this is far from finished, the screw. I want this upside down. Let's put it on the table. I think I've actually bent the pin there, but maybe it wasn't me. Oh. I'll unscrew this all the way. I think that didn't feel good. It's not strong enough. Sweaty. I think I'll actually do this, because my eyes are not as good as... Yeah, I can see that side. I can't see that side. Hold the motor. I'm trying to find where to hold not to break, because I need power to hold this. I'm unscrewing it again. I don't think that helps. Well, this really doesn't matter as long as it's far enough and stuck enough, and it seems to be right. There, I did those two turns again. Oh my goodness. Well, let's do the next page, and my fingers are used up. There may be the problem that my phone that's not charging will just die, and I just pulled this. Oh, it's already got 5% though. That's a good charger. We'll see. Okay guys, so this is what we have. And it's not perfect, but it should be good enough. We have lots of wires, and we have one thing more to build with screwdriver stuff. So let's continue. Should we do this just to try that it can open? It can open. Oh, this is so dirty. Why have protection stuff when you do have to touch it anyways? However, I guess it's because it's supposed to look good when you get it. Can you see all the fingerprints? So, there's one. These parts, and we'll see what the instruction says. Okay, we have these two. More bags. This is a Bluetooth.
Laser cut it, so it does not melt.
Okay. Ah. Of course, that's smart. At least I'm happy I'm finished with that. Because I think that's as far as those screws can go with that kind of thing. I have a screw here that I'm very curious about. Look, this is not connected. You know, when I switched these, I just put one of them back. Because they're so tight, so it doesn't really need the screws. This is what the screw should be to tighten. Ta-da! Finished. So, these are 6mm screws. What does it look like on the image? Not 6mm. So these are the tiny screws. Or tiny, they're not very tiny. M3. So, symmetrical. And these, I assume. I really feel it's nice not to have to do those tight screws anymore. I don't know if you can see how red my fingers are. They are. Will this fit? No. Then I don't care, they are tight enough. Especially with this one later. I think actually my skin kinda broke there. So, next page. Oh, so they're supposed to be to the middle. Let's put these on first then. Wasn't just a round pin in the middle. It can't be rotated. I just managed to put that one in the right spot by mistake. So these are identical, I assume. So to the middle and 6mm. This is when I should get the magnet to fix the non-magnetic magnetic screwdriver, right? Because this is
the good
one
old
of these
8-bit days
things.
with analog joystick.
There's actually pages we can look later that this one can do PlayStation 2 controller. And I have that, but was it PlayStation 1 controller? Why doesn't this one go in? Let's loosen it. Not perfect, apparently. There. So some part that I don't think I have in the kit, they can use to connect, instead of this, a controller. Oh, that's my kid calling. I'm not answering, but I'll go to him. I'll be right back.
Fixerbot says.
Ads are starting.
There. I'm back. Oh yeah, we can really see the ring light in this. Ah, right. There, so did I tighten all these? I'm craving a bit of soldering electronics now instead of this. Just screws and screws and screws. Oh yeah, old style joysticks. This is when I'm thinking, should I get those glasses out again? So So what do you think of this? As a controller. It's really... yeah, well...
Inosav says.
I was a Commodore boy.
I've never been much of a gamer, actually. I have played games, but mostly when someone else suggested it, so... Though... I played like Diablo 1 and 2 a bit. The 1 I played the most. And we played Final Fantasy VII before the kids, together, me and my hubby, so... Well, this is the advanced controller. So, I'm starting to get just a few of everything left here. I can kind of feel that there are 4 screws and 4... and one of these and one of these. So these are spares, I guess, and there are 4 of these. So not much at all to have several bags for left. What will be on the next page? The result. After installation is complete, note. The screws on the joints that the robot arm can rotate are slightly looser. Okay, so we need to loosen them if they are too tight. Yeah, but I kinda did that. They have people calling and saying, it doesn't work. So, we're done with the physical part of this. This is like lessons that you do one part and wire up and try that bit first, and then you do a bit more and wire a bit more stuff up. And I was just thinking, what about these and these cables, you know? Because this kind of feels not finished. And this won't even reach, so I guess that this one is for this. Maybe? Oh yeah, it even has a connector that's very simple like that. So I assume we can do that, because it wouldn't really reach. It's almost there. Almost. So cables, and all of these are on the wrong end of the motor. And we have these very 3 straps with it. So I'm thinking that this will possibly be somewhere in here. In this. But maybe not. It's like, do whatever you want. Here you can see there's an app too for the phone. And what signals it sends, everything. The Bluetooth module. The only bag that's not been touched so far. Let's put this in this bag. And we also have these.
Is there text on the control board?
Do you mean this? On this one? On the shield? This is a shield for the Arduino. That's a normal Arduino in here. So it's just on top.
shield.
Yeah, they have. These are the pins, and then they have power and ground too, so you don't have to split it up manually. That kind of thing. Let's look at it with the microscope. I think, though, I'm starting to get a bit tired, actually. And I still have that pizza that's cooling off somewhere. So maybe, but I'm not really, I want to stream more. We'll see. But I don't know if I'm up for maybe just start with the software part. Maybe we'll see. So as you can see here, there are ground, VCC, and the signal, and here is the one where it put the Bluetooth. Here. So it's making stuff easier, getting us the pins, and we can just connect stuff like this easily. Yeah, let's continue with the manual a bit. So and you can tell me if I forget to show you what I'm talking about, because then I probably thought that I was. I don't think you saw the manual this good before, right? So the different ones, and this is what I was talking about, the PS2 controlled. So this thing I don't have. No images? No? Though what this starts with, and what I skipped, was installing IDE, which I have then, but the libraries and stuff, just doing blink on the Arduino, checking that everything works. We could just start from the top of this. I'm very curious though, let's see if I can find this part. We still have this part, and we have one of these. One of the motors don't use this, cause it uses this thing instead. So I assume that... Why? But... I didn't skip anything, I think, but maybe they had this in there too on theirs. No, it wouldn't fit, because we had these two on the sides. Oh, and there's a CD too, but I downloaded it, of course. I don't have a CD. And there's an old Arduino. What is the current one? I have 1.6, and what is 2 point something? Might as well start it. 2.3.2. It's updated just the other day, I think. Did you stomp? I'm feeling that I'm tired, so maybe I am. We'll see. If you start with something interesting. But it's starting to get late too. 21, 25. Just quick reading this. Windows. You can use Mac or Linux too. Consider supporting, just download.
If you will continue another day, it's okay.
Yeah, sure. I know. I just want to do a little bit of that side too. But this was my goal, to finish building it. So I kind of achieved my goal. I wasn't even sure if I would do that. Oh. Let's. Mm-hmm. All right, that computer or that. Let's see.
I think it would look.
I just thought I might just as well look and see what other people are streaming in case I don't. In case I decide to go for pizza instead. I'm kinda curious though. Let's just do a little more. Where's my OBS? I guess it's I'm not as fun when I'm tired though. But let's just look at this driver update.
Prez says.
Majenko Tech seems to be repairing a turntable.
I don't know what that is even. I don't know what that is. You'll have to stream more and raid different people. But I noticed someone, but I think they may be ending soon because they had streamed for 5:45. That's kind of long. Oh, here's someone too. Well, maybe it's more fun to just do it, start fresh with a fresh brain that can actually think before doing this. It's not that I need to do much. Let's just do it like this without installing anything at all. What was this? Oh, it's something for. Let's just go blink here. So we have an actual test. To look at the board, I have this on, and I'm not sure if we can see the LED, but maybe we can. We'll notice if we can see it. Oh, I managed to click something. Oh, it was just this horrible thing where you put your mouse down in the corner and everything disappears magically. So let's get the USB cable. Should I open the new one or use another one? Well, let's let that one be unopened. There. And I've been doing Digisparks now, so I've been so used to, I'm just trying to plug it in without it blocking the the image there. Yeah, the LEDs are there too. Good. So apparently it is already running Blink, it looks like. So let's do something else. It's probably detected it already. Easy. So let's do something like an asymmetric blink 5-1, and we'll know that it actually did something. So oh, there's a V there. Oh, nice that I did click this button though.
The famous hello world blinking.
Oh right, you didn't see what I did. I just clicked this button and I got an error, and then I happened to get a V over here, so it was like this. Oh no, I wanted just to click there. It was like this, so I just removed it and then it worked, of course. So when I was pulling my USB over the keyboard, I apparently pressed something anyway. So let's just upload. And all I did with this is I changed this from 1000 to 5000. So now it should blink asymmetrically instead, so we know that something happened. Blink, bloop, blink. So 5 seconds on, 1 second off. So it worked, and we could just do any code to it right now, to the Arduino. So I think that's a better stopping point, right? So
Christy says,
Girl, I'm still here. That looks beautiful. Fix it. 42 loves burner heart. Satisfying.
Yeah, just we could make this move, but maybe not today then, maybe another day. So thank you for staying and still being here, and thanks everybody for being here and joining me. And I don't think this will be as fun, doing this yourself is not as fun as it is doing it with people. So I just wish we all lived very close, we can meet physically, but since that doesn't work, we'll just meet like this. So I'm just checking on, see if this one, which I am now copying the name of. Oh, I think that's actually like a
Yay,
co-working
less than
stream.
3.
press Z.
Let's do something else.
Meet physically? Is that still legal? D.
Well, I guess it's very legal now. Who to rate then? I was